thank you for coming back and watching my videos. If you have anything to say after you watch this one, take a look down in the comments and let it all out. Of course, subscribe and like if you also enjoy the content. Is this a redemption arc, or is this just maybe a little bit of clarity hitting one person that we all know is very, very into the Nijisanji zeitgeist, the whole Nijisanji fandom? But here we have Binted, someone that I don't talk about very much because they post a lot of just very bad takes and a lot of very toxic stuff. They say not to be a downer, but I feel like some of you are forgetting about the whole S harassment investigation thing and are a little too quick to use very cool fun thing as in everything is going to be great at EIEN moment. Not even saying you should stop enjoying streams or watching the livers, just that maybe you should hold back on using your pics of Ike with AsahinoNingyo explicitly for corporate worship. Did you people yelling at me for not seeing my tweets yesterday? LMAO. I'm not a miserable curmudgeon that made no secrets about how much I enjoyed yesterday's stream, but if I have to see another effing take that, drama tubers, everything is perfect post, I swear to God. If you're not seeing those posts, good for you, but I do. I see people trying to copy me on a weekly basis, but with far less research and far more take that. Nijisanji was in the news in Japan for their cool event tweets. And it says basically, it's this reaction that you're giving me saying, hey, maybe keep the brand worship specifically at bay while this whole investigation is going on. You're not going to be able to handle what happens when the investigation results come out. I agree. A lot of these people are going to end up having a meltdown when the actual results pop out. It's my opinion. That's my opinion, of course, and you can disagree with it, of course. But I think people will have a bit of a meltdown when it finally comes out that you-know-who, Aster, did a lot of horrible things. And if it comes out that he didn't in their investigation, oh my God, they're going to do a victory lap on that. But I highly doubt it because of all the evidence that's out there. And of course, like I said, I covered it first. False covered it. But the thing is, False and I both had the information at the same time. Difference is, I did my investigation and I didn't have extra people talking about it. Like, I didn't have the huge connections he has that he worked his ass off to get. Huge respect to False. Don't get it twisted. Huge respect to False. He got the extra communication in there. He got to actually talk with other Nijisanji livers, other people involved in it. He had connections I don't have. So that's why his took a lot longer to get in there. He probably would have had it out around the same time I did if he didn't have all that extra stuff to do. So he blew the door wide open on that. Him, Rima also talking about it, since she's way bigger than I am, also blew that door wide open on it. We were all given that information, and of course, we all took our time with it. But yeah, I am glad that at the very least, Binted is responding in here. Initial reaction was doubt. Changed my reaction explicitly based on further information coming out and things people brought to my attention. You can do that as an adult, as a regular human being. You should be able to do that. I don't think you would be this offensive if you actually saw the receipts that are out there. Things that have been alleged when it's not proven right or wrong yet. Yeah, he's basically, they're just going on. Basically, he's getting eaten alive. He or she in Binted is getting eaten alive by the other Nijisanji sisters, I would call them, because they're the ones who are just putting their fingers in their ears and going la 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 la, I can't hear you when all this stuff is popping out. Those people are the people I rail against. Those people are the people I don't like. The regular Nijisanji viewers, the Nijisanji enjoyers, the people who enjoy Scarla and others who are also in my chat, who are also a part of my streams, I do not have anything against you. You enjoy your Oshi. As long as you stay rational and as long as you have rational thoughts, I will respect you. And Binted with this got my respect. Of course, they have a lot of other things that I'm like blah about, but with this, he got my respect. Like you can see here, he's responding to all these weird takes. I think it's ongoing, even more reason to not act like everything is perfect. The fact that there's a cause for investigation is reason for pause alone. Innocent until proven guilty also isn't false until the company explicitly says it's true. That's a base take. That's a very base take. People saying timing is off. I bit my tongue during a recent event when I saw current livers suggest they were very much not happy regarding it publicly, and they had good reason to not be happy. I'm sorry if that makes me a doomer. That effing hurt to see. And then of course people are continuing to defend the company. It's not comfortable, but I can't stomach uncritically standing by a fandom that celebrates someone being featured while under investigation, as if the accuser we know for a fact is real is lying until they can prove every word. And that's the thing. Of course, make sure it's substantiated, but every single thing we've seen so far has been substantiated. The accuser is not just the only one saying this. Thanks to False's reporting, False ID, we know that there are various people, also through Razia Warmonic, we know there are various people that have come forward to various livers and being like, he is a problem. He's making me uncomfortable. I don't want I don't want to have any contact with him. Can you guys help? Can you guys help? Help. It wasn't being heard because, of course, we know EIEN management is very much hands off with everything. But I'm glad that at least at some point in time, Nbinted kind of, had a little bit more base takes. Not only do they support livers they love to watch, but they have standards that can't pretend it is 100% perfect. And I'm glad the dude has standards. The dudette, the person involved has standards. And yes, you can rail on Nbinted for things that they've done before. I certainly do. But you have to understand, you have to agree, this is a base take. This is a take I never expected from them, but I respect them for having. Aoi Sakura, who used to be from Nijisanji JP as Yuki Chihiro, she has done a ton of work now that she is independent, now that she is doing her own thing as Aoi Sakura. A ton of work. She's created her own agency for other V singers. She has created her own first live that has already gone live, and I'm going to show it to you right now because I love celebrating these types of milestones. And this was an actual live. This was an actual concert live, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, this is just like the beginning. This is just like a free section. It's not the whole thing, because the whole thing was in a paid area, which of course, I mean, it makes absolute sense. I'm not knocking anybody for doing this because, well, she worked hard to get it at an actual venue where people are actually paying. It's not fair to the people who paid there for there to be a full free concert online. It's not fair in my opinion. That may just be a separate opinion that you guys don't agree with, but in my opinion, it's not fair for it to be fully free if someone else is paying for it, unless, you have, advertisers and that kind of thing. At least when it's small like this, I understand her wanting to get some income from it. So I absolutely support her in that endeavor. Let's continue seeing this. And of course, this is amazing to see. I'll have it muted while I talk. It's amazing to see all of this happen and her being able to go through the transition that she did into being an independent and still being able to make a concert like this, a 3D concert that actually looks better than what Nijisanji would put out. I'm just saying. It just looks much better. It is much smaller, of course, as you can tell. Much smaller, more intimate. Has an actual live band, though. That is crazy. From what it looks like, yes, you have an actual live performers there right next to her. That is a big thing for an independent to do, even though she has her own company. That is thousands and thousands of dollars for mocap, for having the 3D done, for having the stage there, for, getting the venue, getting all the setup around it, getting the live people, getting a good camera crew, good audio crew, getting all of that. That's all the expenses and more that you have involved in all of this. Of course, advertising, etc., being involved as well. And yes, there is some a little bit of, when you look closer, there is some glitchiness, not glitchiness, but frame rate issues. It looks like it does suck that there's some frame rate issues, but when you look at it from the large perspective, it doesn't look too bad. It's just when they get close up, it looks really glitchy, bad frame rate. That could be the camera, it could be something else, but either way, this is not a large multinational corporation doing this. This is not a multi-million dollar a year, billion dollar a year corporation doing this. This is a small thing being done. So I do allow those things to happen and be like, hey, I give them props either way. You know what I mean? It's not like I'll be like, oh my God, they're horrible. No, it's a small thing, and it is hard to do when you are just getting everything more affordable. You know what I mean? A meme coming out of the camp that, of course, like myself, criticizes Nijisanji a lot. A re-upload because Reddit censored the stars in the image. Favoritism, toxic positivity is, bandaging it. Bullying, musical activities, bandage, and then blank side. You already know what that means. What What happened with Mista, I don't remember explaining. S harassment, financial misconduct, and Matarai and others. Reddit be like Hoshimachi blank soy. Seriously, you can't post an image that says that? No, you can't. Because a lot of terms of service, that is considered, it's not necessarily a triggering word, but it is considered a violent term. So a lot of times it is considered a violent term and will get struck in some way, shape, or form if you allow that to be put on there, of course. Breaking news, everyone. We have situation from V-former Rise Serina Maiko. Of course, because of what you see them wearing there, it is a joke. It is just not a serious thing to be taken seriously. Okay, here we go.
Breaking news. The dancing princess Serina Maiko from V-Formulai's first generation Crystallis, Charmed, was found dead this morning. Reports reveal that the princess had just finished Christmas caroling when she decided to indulge in a spontaneous dance around the school. Unfortunately, her joyful moment was abruptly interrupted when she slipped and fell on a patch of ice. Although her injuries were not immediately life-threatening, the intense embarrassment left her paralyzed, unable to move. But knowing Serina's well-established history of melodramatic reactions, her classmates passing by assumed this was just yet another one of her legendary meltdowns. You know, the kind she tends to have over doomed yaoi.
And there we go. Basically, from what I understand, from what I've gotten, she's going to have a 2.0. And her 1.0 model is quote-unquote passed away. And they're going to quote-unquote have a funeral. I'm making air quotes here. They're going to have that for it, which is it's a new thing. It's definitely a new thing. It's going to be a musical/funeral in honor of Serina Maiko on December 28th. 1600 PST, which is 4 p.m. PST. It is definitely meant as in jest. It is not meant as something like, oh my God, what has happened? Holy moly. No, it's just meant in jest, which is, it scares the crap out of some people because we have been very traumatized by all the people leaving this year and next year and all that kind of stuff that happens every single year. So it's not anything serious. She's not graduating. It's just a 1.0 to 2.0 switch, and she is deciding to lay her 1.0 to rest. Drop has the Philippines surprises are in store for VTuber fans attending Cosplay Matsuri. Cosplay Matsuri is another anime convention, in this case, VTubers are going to that convention, but I believe it is primarily an anime convention, which, hololive and others have joined those type of conventions. So, what VTubers are going to be there? They're going to have Vols booth BD01. Vols at Cosplay Matsuri. Join us at Cosplay Matsuri for the meet and greet. For Vols, all of the girls are going to be there. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to be there. As you can see here, Aria, Angie, Kunoi, Viora, Shirosa, Adora, Kunoi, Chisato, as well in every other place you have there. Viora, a lot of girls are just going to be there. So go and take a look if you are in the area. I am definitely not in the area, so I wouldn't be able to check it out even if I wanted to. But there we go. There's one. And of course, we have Aria, Angie, Kunoi, Viora, Chirusa, Adora. Then Sunday, Kunoi, we have karaoke performance, Angie, etc. area. And then you have the Monday right there. Deijobu, All-Star Avenue booth AA03. These are the girls that are going to be there. Kyun, Loafmark, Kane, Harmony, Taiga, from Invicta VT. Stage performance with Roy Chisato. Astroline Frederick, Lucius Merriweather from Astroline as well. Kaio, and I believe since this is not in the US, I believe Lucius will be able to be there in person. And you have Sunday, who have these VTubers here. Monday, these VTubers here. And Dasu, All-Star Avenue booth AA10. Also another. Gonna have Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage Game the week, and they're gonna be doing a lot of wonderful things. Brands featured All-Star Alley booth. It's just gonna be other VTuber related booths. Our Project Kokonatsu is gonna be there as well at their booth. Kaheru is gonna be there as well for all the wonderful things. Citrus Delight, limited holiday themed collaboration among local VTubers, led by the Kaheru Orange, who have merchandise available at Fanfare booth. So it's gonna be merchandise from local VTubers. For Mino Hana, always setting stickers as well. They're all gonna be there. Patty's going to be there as well. And, a lot of VTubers are going to be there, big and small. And that's why I wanted people to see and hear this. Unnamed, as we know, Usan used to be Yugo from Nijisanji way back in the day. But for the longest time now, they've been unnamed, or Usan. Announcement, I am joining Hoyo Fair with Lucien. Rota Fortunae story will unfold on January 1st, 2025 at 10 p.m. JST, 8 a.m. EST. All in, trust me, this is guaranteed win. So yeah, there you go. Everything in there. It's gonna be another win for Unnamed Usan, with the many wins that they've been having because of the fact that they are very, very good at networking, which is really good. So hyped for you too. The preview as is already amazing. Rizard, thank you. I'm really looking forward to what 2025 has in store for us. Rio means a lot to me to make good announcements for creators I have worked with. Let's hype this event together. And it says, this person as well. Oh my god, make sure to hype this up with us. Luoyun, I'm hoping it's an L. It might be I, I'm not sure. Best New Year gift ever. Thank you, Sumi. I'm really excited for 2025 too. Can't wait. Everyone's very excited. And because anything that Usan does is usually a very wonderful production, very well done, very professional. So it is definitely something to look forward to. Shinju, whichever one you want to call it, says thank you all for the 10K on Twitter and 13K on YouTube. Can't begin to talk about how much this means to me. Numbers are just that at the end of the day, but for me, it's proof I can keep going on my own. I have been happier since I left despite the ups and downs. Before becoming who I currently am, I was working hard. It was scary to give up all that I had worked on and start again. She was a part of an agency. They were a part of an agency. I was told I would struggle due to things like lewdness, my model being not as pretty. It hurt me for a while. Felt unfair that it was almost a purpose being given a disadvantage despite being promised an equal opportunity. I know this is his fault. This is the fault of one bad manager who I let get into my head, but there's no denying it. I really dashed my confidence early on. Thank you for all for staying with me despite everything. If I'm not mistaken, they were part of an agency. I'm not sure. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Here is their stuff here. Of course, 10K on Twitter and 13K here. They have done a lot. They have done a ton this year to try to raise their channel, to try to raise everything that's going on. And I really do like seeing these successes from other creators. Nekomata Okayu, a part of Holo Gamers, the older generation that was made specifically just for gaming originally, but of course, as you know, they became idols and everything like that. Kind of went through the whole hololive transformation, and they are recently making this, from what I've heard, this is the intro to her visual novel that's being created, if I'm not mistaken, by the same people who created the visual novel for Aqua before she left. So they are creating one for Okayu. She's overseeing everything. She's having her input in there, and it's going to be wonderful. I did cover it before. I think it was a month or two ago already on the channel. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen. Oh yeah, this is very much an intro. This is very much an intro. I cannot show you a lot of the actual audio. I can show you the visuals. Since this is going to become a part of a visual novel, it most likely is copywritten, will be copywritten, etc., etc., etc. And of course, it is not something that I can show you fully out when it comes to the music itself, but it's a nice 1 minute and 44-second long intro overall, and of course, with Nekomata Okayu being the main singer of it and the main person involved in it. On the 27th of February of next year is when it's going to come out. Generation of hololive is doing has done, in this case, an original song, and it is organized by Toby Fox. Toby Fox x Camellia x Amane Kanata. One wing. Kata is pronounced as kataha. It means that it's only one wing. It's a song that will soar into the sky, so be sure to check it out. So not only did Marine have Toby Fox involved in it, if I'm not mistaken, in the Dead Mam's Chest, now we have right here Toby Fox being involved in this one for one wing. Let's give you guys a little bit of a listen. Of course, I can't show all of it because copyright and blah blah blah. So it's really good. And of course, I like these little parts here. And I will show you more of the visuals because like she's here. It's kind of a sad one. That kind of reminds me of Korone a little bit, but it's kind of a sad one of, you know, being sick or being ill, being given a present by somebody and, you know, being there, seeing that and being given wings by her friend. That is very, very cute. That's very cute. Being able to fly, being able to soar. That is amazing. Oh no, she's getting sick. Oh no. Aw, it's a sad one. She lost her friend and is going through some sad moments. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. It took a sad turn, of course, but of course, listen to it all. Being able to soar in the sky again, thanks to her friend. Oh my goodness. Emotional already because of this. Dear lordy, I didn't want to become emotional, but I did. Freaking heck. Hamane Kanata has, I'll be honest, some of her songs have gotten me through some stuff, because she has that voice that just like reaches deep inside, and it does that for everyone. So she was finally able to meet up with her. Aw, that's cute. That's a wonderful ending. Meet up with them again. Ah, that's cute. And help her fly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm getting emotional again. Holy moly. Okay, there we go. All right, music does that. Music does that to me, and it is a wonderfully well done, well made by Toby Fox, Kanata, Camellia, all of them. And it has a good story. As this whole thing, you go through a story. I love songs and music videos that do that. So this is why I wanted to cover this one. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types. All are welcome, because what I want to do is make this a positive space, a place to push people up. Yes, there's a lot of drama. Yes, there's a lot of news, and I cover a lot of it, but I also want to cover positive things like wonderful people that are out there in the VTuber community. Let's take a look at Asa, or Asatepes, a VTuber who is going to be debuting next year in 2025, but that doesn't mean they don't do content right now. They have recently done some content on their Twitch channel. Let's take a look at their bot section. Hello, I'm a VTuber doll that loves fighting games, VR, and pink colors. You can call me Asa or Asahi. Come by and have some fun. And of course, she speaks Spanish as well. So let's take a look at something that they've done recently.
I'm opening a
10 days ago. Looks like they're playing Marvel Rivals in this one.
A shortcut.
Yes, Marvel Rivals.
Avengers assemble!
They are.
I am strength.
They had lots of fun, which is of course always wonderful to see. It's always wonderful to see them having lots of fun. And of course, if I do see that they have a YouTube channel, they didn't have one linked, but if I do see one later on that they have a YouTube channel, you're going to see it all in the description. Every single one of these people that I cover, each of them will have links in the description that you can click on and you will be led to. So I do hope that this helps you get some more eyes on your channel, and thank you so much, AsahinoNingyo, Asatepes, for allowing me to showcase you on mine. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.